Hello students, this is Mamta from Department of Botany. I will be handling a portion of your environmental pollution. That is, I will be handling chapter 4th, chapter 5th and chapter 6th. To begin with, we will start with the environmental pollution, that is chapter 4th. The word pollution is derived from the Latin word means pollutionem, meaning to defile or makes dirty. Is at the act of polluting the environment. Here it applies to the environment, that is polluting the whole environment itself is nothing but taken as a pollution. And the word, that is the term pollution, is defined in various ways, and that is this pollution is defined by the National Academy of Science in 1996 in this manner. That is, it is undesirable change in the physical, chemical or biological characteristics of water, air and soil, and that harmfully affects the human, animal and plant life, industrial process, living conditions and cultural assets and all. So this is one way of defining the pollution and all. And now coming to the, that is what is called, that is first to study about the types of pollution, we will start first with the air pollution. So according to WHO, air pollution is defined as follows: the substance that is enter into the air by the activities, that is of the mankind, and into the concentration sufficient to cause nothing but harmful effects on the man, that is health, or that is mainly the vegetables property and all, to interfere with the also with the enjoyment of the property and all. This is once again termed as a pollution. Even the word pollution, that is air pollution, can be defined in the another way, that is air pollution means presence in the outward atmosphere of one or more contaminants such as dust, smoke, fumes, mist, odor or vapor, and all these, that is in qualities of characteristics and of duration, that is in what characteristics they are present and in what quantity they are present, and definitely and of what duration, and what all the injurious they they make to human beings, plants and animals and any living organisms, and or to property, is called as air pollution. So this is the another way of defining the air pollution. Now coming over to the causes of air pollution, which are the the causes of air pollution. To begin with, that is there are two causes are there for the air pollution. First one is natural causes and second one is artificial causes. Natural causes, once again, that is this natural cause of air pollution are due to volcanic eruptions releasing poisonous gases such as nothing but sulfur dioxide and hydrogen sulfide, carbon monoxide, and even forest fire, and even by decaying of natural organic and inorganic material, marsh gases, deflation of sand, dust, cosmic dust, pollen grains of flower, fungal spores. All these substances are released into air, making it foul and injurious to health. So these are the one which are the mainly natural causes of air pollution. And now coming over to the artificial causes of air pollution. See, the artificial causes of air pollution are the one that is created by man. The air pollution which is created by man are mainly deforestation, fires, burning of fossil fuels, and nothing but the emission of gases and agricultural activities, and these are the major causes of artificial causes of the air pollution. In India, the major cause of air pollution is mainly due to transportation. Since ours is a heavily populated country, so transportation plays an important role, which includes automobiles, and these once again the automobiles which gives off sulfur dioxide, nitrogen trioxide, carbon monoxide, and all these things, they all constitute to the whating but transportation and all. And next comes the fertilizer industry. That is, fertilizer industry, it accounts to the 50% of the air population, where it gives off much of the gases which pollute the air to a maximum. And next comes the cement factories. As you know, the word cement itself tells definitely the air is going to be polluted. That is, cement, which is nothing but a chemical mixture of sodium, calcium, potassium and silica, and all these definitely it is once again a threat to air, that is, which creating a major portion of the air pollution and all. And to even the aluminium, that is, the aluminium is once again a common air pollution coming from the cement factories. That is, the aluminium which they use it in cement factories and all is once again an important aspect of this cement factories and all. And even the nothing but all the industries which uses fugitive process, just like our iron ore industries which are here, that is in our place in Hospet nearby, which all use fugitive process, that is burning out of the ore and all in a high temperature and all in furnaces and all. So that constitutes the fugitive process. And next, the fuel combustion and even industrial operations. This is also once again a main cause of, that is, your air pollution. And transportation sources, this it is once again a major thing. And next, fossil fuel plants. That is, fossil fuel plants, a good example is your nothing but thermal plant in Kurtuni, where that is which uses the fossil fuel and all. Definitely in this fossil fuel, that is the charcoal, what they are going to use this to create nothing but a thermal energy. Once again, this is also a major pollutant, that is of air and all. And in general, just if you take overall, that is major air pollutions are mainly by the sources, that is by two sources are there. The major one is, the first one is Caros particle and the second one is fine particle. So now we will understand what is this Caros particle. That is, if the particle size is over than 200 nm, then we call it as a Caros particle. And if the particle is, fine particle is less than 100 nm in size, then we call it as a, that is fine particle. So these, that is two, once again, these are the once again two particles which are a major source of air pollution. And please make a note of this, that is, they have asked in exams for 2 marks what is Caros particle and what is fine particle. So you have to write the answer. That is, Caros particle is the particle which is size is over 200 nm, then that particle is called as Caros particle. And fine particle is, that is the particle which is less than 100 nm in size, is called fine particle. So this are the 2 points which have to be noted. And next, sulfur compounds. This sulfur once again plays an important role in, that is mainly the air pollution and all. That is sulfur tetroxide, sulfur, that is what called the sulfur trioxide, and hydro, that is sulfuric acid and hydrogen sulfide and all. And even the halogens are also responsible for this air pollution: fluorine, chlorine, bromine and all. And even the radioactive substances, that is radioactive substances, definitely, that is gamma particles, radioactive nucleides, and even what is called C14, means carbon 14. I know since that is BCom students, we are not familiar with all these things, but just keep it in a memory, because that is all the basic things regarding it cannot be made reachable to you and all. Just remember these things, mainly, that is radioactive substances, oxygen compounds and all these things. And next, that is oxides of what called carbon, that is carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide and all. And hydrocarbons, these are chiefly, that is mainly benzene, toluene and all these. And even particulates, that is combustion of sulfur droplets in ash slash and all. So this compounds to the air pollution. So next portion of air pollution we will be doing in next class. Thank you.